Oh, my mic was unmuted. Whoops. Well, you did redeem it, so I think it's only fair that I do it, so... Me, my, mo, ma. Brrr, 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 brrr. Aww, it's the mouse from Big Blue House. Oh, that's adorable, manga boy. All right. I do believe that the ads are done. I need to do one final post, and then I can do my usual intro. Not that it really matters, seeing how I've kind of already... kind of already stuffed up. But it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So cute. So cute, so cute. All right. We've got 2 more minutes until it actually is the allotted stream time. So I think I will do a... Well done, Manga Boy. Getting a 15 stream streak. That's amazing. Actually, we'll do this one.
Lizard, 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 lizard,
Lizard.
lizard, lizard.
Lizard, lizard, lizard. Alright. I think that's enough stalling on my part. Hello, my lovely web weavers. How are we all today? Have you watched the Swapped movie? No, I haven't yet. I was tempted to. But I haven't really been interested in very many movies lately, so... It takes a lot for me to, like, just sit down and watch something. Yes. Hello, hello. It is I, your baroness, mother of spiders, Gwen. It's nice to see you. Wonderful to see you. Nice to see you. I hope we're all doing well today. I am hoping you're enjoying the Thursday, Wednesday, whatever it may be. Let's switch to the just chatting screen for now. I need to pick myself up. Oh, wrong one. Oh, for the love of just that one. Rah! We're all space marined up so that we can get into the theme. Though I really don't like the helmet with it, so itchy nose. Ah. But yes, we are going to be playing some Rogue Trader today. What can go wrong when the day begins with a beauty such as yourself? Oh, thank you, Manga Boy. That's so sweet. I don't think I'm beautiful, but who knows? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, after all. So yes. What DLCs does this game have? Season passes, Lex Imperialis, Void Shadows. Interesting, interesting. Oh well. I'm hoping this game isn't going to be one of those ones that when we go to play it lags out like crazy, because I'd rather not have like half a dozen streams where everything's lagging, you know? Again, if the game crashes, the backup is Minecraft. Because I really need to remember to pay that on the 7th. Otherwise, we won't have a server. All right. Let's have a look. So let's switch to the gaming screen. No, I'm just preempting. I'm just kind of preempting. As I don't typically have the greatest of luck when it comes to certain things. Alright, shrink myself. Ah! Damn it. Shrink myself down a bit more. Hi, Chloe. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm sleeping on your bed. I do believe my bed has already been claimed by another. And she is currently sick, so no fighting. No fighting over the bed. All right, let's get this up and running. Game capture. Well, as long as everybody's consenting, I don't see any problem with that. But Rogue Trader. This ought to be interesting, I think. This ought to be interesting. Alright, I'm going to ping the server one more time before we start, because I know there's some people that really want to see this game, so... Alex is sleeping on my chest. That's cute. Bum, ba-dum. Alright. Alright, we've got everything set up. I've done all the pings. If anybody misses anything, not my fault. Not on me anymore. English. Continue. Gamma correction a little bit. Increase the brightness just a tad. There we go. Makes everything pop just a little bit better in my eyes. Font size. Yeah, let's get font size 11. Oh, I'm not colorblind or anything, so that's... Photosensitivity warning. Ah. Rogue Trader EULA. What notice? Boom. Accept. Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy. Check out Alcast's upcoming game set in the Warhammer 40k universe. Become an acolyte of the Inquisition in this grimdark, party-based, story-driven C RPG. Okay, question. How the fuck are we part of the Inquisition when we have a Eldar, a Kroot, and what looks like a Catachan? Anyway, this shit is super loud in my eardrums. So, sound, shut the fuck up. Why is everything so loud? No, that can stay up. Frequency of character voice response, constantly. Mute audio when game window is collapsed. Yep, that'll do. Well, actually, no. Save. English. Graphics. Full screen borderless. Reduced to improved performance. Graphics quality high. Everything seems to be FPS and screen frame rate synchronization. Off. VSync is not that important. Frame rate limit enabled. Depth of field, bloom, film grain. Please don't. That makes my eyes hurt. Okay, there we go. So, how much do you make trading rogues? I think they were worthless. They were worth much. Didn't think they were worth much. Hello, Ether. It's good to see you. I have no idea how much we make. Rogues are worth as much as they can steal. True. Very true. Does this game have a Twitch integration? I don't know. Hang on, let me have a look. Not by the looks of it. Yeah, there's no Twitch integration by the looks of it. Main menu theme, original. Yep, okay. Lord Captain, the journey to the Infinite Museum starts on June 11. Prepare to uncover... Oh my god, they're going after Tyson. Really? Tyson's ancient secrets. Meanwhile, a darker path is opening elsewhere in the Imperium. The Dark Heresy beta has begun. I don't know, you have to house them, feed them, make a profit. I think Rogue's value is low. Well, I mean... it does depend. Void Shadow. First major story expansion, then Lex Magicus. Alright, let's go with the main Rogue Trader series, shall we? Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate, and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of von Valesius, as it faces multiple threats, from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of this shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the von Valesinian dynasty. Currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful and ambitious adversaries in the darkness of the Kronos expanse. Alright, of course we're going to set it to normal. What the hell is Grimdark mode? In the far future, there is only war. This mode is the ultimate challenge for the boldest of captains who want to truly immerse themselves in the world of 40k with the highest stakes possible. All decisions and losses in the Grimdarkness mode are final and irreversible. You only have a single save, which is updated automatically every time you exit the game. No loading from an earlier point, no second chances, no changing previous decisions. If you manage to successfully overcome all obstacles and make it all the way to the epilogue, bringing glory to the von Valencia dynasty, you will receive the There Is Only War achievement and a special item for all your future playthroughs as a testament to your skill and bravery. If your party or your void ship is defeated in battle, your grim darkness journey ends there. You will be offered to either honorably accept your fate and delete your save, or continue the game in custom mode. However, completing this story will not grant the There Is Only War achievement, and the special reward, the Emperor protects, but it doesn't hurt to carry a loaded bolter. It is possible to turn off the Grimdark mode at any time, converting it to custom mode. Once it is done, it cannot be reversed. As soon as you change the mode, you will no longer qualify for the achievement or the rewards. Grim Darkness mode is currently only available in single player mode. Inviting your friends to the game with this mode will automatically convert it to custom mode. Okay, so basically it means it's Iron Man, basically. If you don't know what you're doing, don't play Grimdark. What the hell? Ads start in 9 minutes, and why are there ads? We shouldn't be having ads for like a good long few minutes. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so it's Iron Man mode basically. And you know what? Fuck it. I've played these sort of games my entire life. So I'm pretty damn sure we should be okay. And if we lose, we die. If we, you know, if he dies, he dies, sort of thing. Alright, so we're playing normal mode. We're going iron mode. We'll have all of the usual crap. Continue. We are going to be playing a custom character because I'm not going to play any of the actual, like, stock standard characters. Let's see. She's got red hair. First time playing. Why did the meme first time pop into my head? You know, the one where they're hanging at the gallows? But yes. Hello, Snowman. This is my first time playing this game properly. I played the quote-unquote demo when I first found out about this game, but I only played for a very short amount of time. So, I don't know a lot. Okay, crazy bitch with a bolter. I think I'd rather be at the gallows than in the 40k world. We had this discussion earlier this morning. The only way I would accept being transported to the 40k universe is if I could be a Necron Lord. Like Trazen or something. You know what? I kind of like this chicky babe, who's obviously of the Mechanicus persuasion with all of the techno skulls and cybernetics coming out of her head. Oh, we have custom portraits. Interesting. Maybe not currently. I might get a face. Body. Yeah, no, I like body 1. What about faces? Yeah. That one looks alright. What about the hair? Let's see what we can do with the hair. You know what? That looks really cool. I like that. Kind of reminds me of like the oh, what's the Mongolian Space Wolves? I think it's Space Wolves. Is it Space Wolves? No, Space Wolves are the Nordic Space Marine chapter. What's the one that was like the Mongolians? Like they had the real like Mongolian hairstyle and beards and stuff. Is that who I'm thinking of when I think of Space Wolves? Because they're like always on motorcycles as well. Anyway, I can't remember. Been way too fucking long. Red hair. Tattoo. I would be a sister. I would be a sister. I'd be so brainwashed being in 40k. Won't matter. White scars. Yes, that's the one. Thank you. Oh my god, that was gonna bug me. Aquila on the forehead. Even though we've got a Aquila like stapled to our forehead. No, we'll grab the Aquila on the arm. There we go. Augmentations. Full frontal head plate. Seriously? No, thank you. I don't want to set... There we go. Kind of matches up with the portrait. Now that we've got the tube ports coming out. You know, the connector ports. But that's pretty cool. And then I can still get my Aquila stuck to my forehead if I want. Or I can get a metal chin plate. No, I think I'll just leave it like that. Why we have the scar? Is that like a requirement? Is that like a requirement? What's the... Oh, okay. Whoops. That just fucked up everything we just did. God damn it. Fucking damn it. Alright. That's what I get. That's what I get for fucking around with that shit. That's not the face. That's not the face that I wanted. What was the face that I wanted? Is it this one? No, it was that 9. No, it was 10. It was 10. It was 10. There we go. That looks right. Does a metal chin plate raise your armor score? No. No, it does not, sadly. Oh! There it is. Okay, so I can have no scars, which is kind of nice. Right. God damn, my chin could cut steel. I want this one? Yes. That was the ports that I wanted. What's this? No. What about... No. No. Not into huffing incense, thank you very much. Got the... Still looks interesting having that on your forehead, like... What would possess you to do that? That, on the other hand, looks kind of cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with that.
We need to investigate.
I am but a harbinger of the destruction!
Love for the Emperor. Mad female.
Let the bodies pile!
A
new note in discordant melody!
pragmatic?
Time to reap the spoils of the battle. All hands, prepare for acceleration.
All hands prepare for acceleration.
This could be an opportunity.
Interesting. I think I like the pragmatic. Then again, what's heretic?
Let chaos paint the
Yeah, no.
Always get the job done.
I'm pretty sure that would get us shot.
Behold the wrath of madness!
Yeah, no, we're going
Challenges
pragmatic.
Make the spoils that much sweeter.
Do the pragmatic. Alright, let's have a look. So we've got Voidborn, Death World, Hive World, Forge World, Imperial World, and a Fortress World. We don't have a Paradise World or a Farm World, which is interesting that they decided not to add those two. Death World. On Death Worlds, the plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself takes aggressive and destructive forms of destructive forms inimical inimical. How the fuck do you say that word? Anyway, try that again. On Death Worlds, the plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself takes aggressive and destructive forms, inimical to human life. Whilst exceptionally difficult to colonize, many Death Worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or other human presence upon the planet's surface to harvest. These harsh environments result in some of the hardiest and most resilient populations in the galaxy. Those tested and found wanting die young. It's pronounced... Yeah, that doesn't help. In Michael. That doesn't help. Alright, so if we choose to be a Death Worlder, which technically speaking, like Space Australia in the 40k universe, which is Catachan, is a Death World. So, might be worth taking. Survival instinct. Once per combat, when the wounds of a Death World character drop below 30%, they gain 20% of the maximum wounds as temporary wounds. Space Australia sounds scary. Yeah, we have fucking spiders the size of skyscrapers on those Death Worlds. Death World characters also gain a 20% bonus to dodge and armor while they have at least one temporary wound from any source. Interesting. It also gives us strength, toughness, and agility, but also devalues our intelligence and fellowship. What do these things do? Well, strength. Strength represents how physically strong a character is. It affects the damage a character inflicts with melee weapons and allows them to lift heavy objects. For each point of strength bonus, characters deal 5% more damage with one-handed melee weapons and 10% more damage with two-handed weapons. It also affects the athletics skill. To survive in a horrid world, you have to be dumb and not work well with others. Noted. Thank you, 40k. Yeah, I don't understand the intelligence loss, seeing how, like, you'd have to be pretty cluey to survive a death world, in my opinion. Alright, toughness. Toughness defines how easy a character can shrug off pain, as well as how easy they can resist toxin, poisons, environments, diseases, and other physical ailments. It increases the chance of resisting negative physical effects and the amount of a character's wounds. For each point of toughness bonus, characters gain 10% wounds. It also affects the Karas skill. The intelligent loss is too many hits to the head. Yes. Little punch drunk. One too many hits with the giant spider. Agility. Agility measures a character's quickness, reflexes, and poise. High agility allows a character to manipulate delicate explosives with finesse, or to keep their footing when crossing treacherous terrain. It improves the character's initiative, dodge chance, and reaction. If a character uses a melee weapon, their dodge reduction is equal to half of their agility. It also affects demolition skills. Nice. Gwen Marine. Also, you're a fan of the blueberries? Nope, this is just the only asset that I could find that would actually work. So, my favorite chapter is the goddamn, oh, come on, brain. Salamanders. The salamanders are my favorite. If I had to choose a Space Marine chapter. Because I'm not exactly a Space Marine girl, honestly. I am a Sister of Battle and a Necron warrior. But yes. So that's what agility does. Intelligence. Intelligence. Intelligence is a measurement of the character's acumen, reason, and knowledge. For each point of an intelligence bonus, characters deal +5 more damage with non-burst range area attacks. It also affects the Law Imperium, Law Warp, Law Xenos, or Xenos, many different ways to pronounce that fucking word, Logic, Medicae, and Tech Use skills. Fellowship. Fellowship represents a character's ability to interact with other creatures, to deceive, charm, or befriend them. High Fellowship will help a character find a way to approach a gathering of unsociable servants, or to effortlessly make deals with treacherous merchants. It also affects the persuasion, coercion, and commerce skills. Which Sister of Battle order then? Hospitaller. The Sisters Hospitaller. As I am a dedicated healer in most things. So. Alright, so that's what the stats are. And if we choose Death Welder, we have the following talents will be available after Origin Advancement. We get the Brutal Hunter, Trusty Weapon, Wounded Beast, Lifetime of Scars, and Tenacity. The Mother Protects. Yes. Brutal Hunter. Death World character gains 15 hit chance after target with the bleeding effect. Morven Val is my queen. Morven Val. Why does that name ring a bell? Wait, that's not the Dark Eldar queen, is it? Morven Vahal. Vahal. Vel. Morven Val. Yeah, name rings a bell and it's gonna annoy me. I'm pretty sure you're Sob boss. Sister of Battle boss. Ah! Interesting. Okay, you pass. I was going to joke. Everyone knows SM chapters. Not even Sister of Battle fans know Sister of Battle orders. I do. You've got the Hospitaller, the Martyred Lady, Bloody Rose, and I think there's 2 more chapters or orders that I can't remember the name of. I can see the emblem. One of them's a chalice. Bloody Rose sounds fun. They're pretty much the Sister of Battle, like, stock standard that everybody sees. Like, the Bloody Rose is the battle order of the Sisters of Battle. Where Hospitaller is the healers. The Martyred Lady is religious acumen and, like, miracles and stuff. There is 6. What did I say? I said 3, and then I said 2 more. So what's the 6th one that I'm forgetting? Because I know Bloody Rose, Martyred Lady, Hospitaller, the one with the chalice. Nah, nothing's coming for the last 2. At least I've got the chalice for the fucking one that I'm forgetting. The Californian girls. Terrible, Vizzy, terrible. Argent Shroud. Ebon Chalice! That's the fucking one. Ebon Chalice. Argent Shroud. That rings a bell. That's probably the other one that I knew. But Valorous Heart. Okay, didn't know about that one. Anyway, let's continue with the explanation of the origin worlds. Voidborn. Voidborn are humans birthed in the Valley. Yeah, okay. I read void and belly at the same time. Try that again. Voidborn. Voidborn are humans birthed in the belly of a void vessel or aboard an ancient orbital satellite. Those who have lived their lives on void ships become inured to some extent due to the reality-altering process of warp travel and to living in low or zero gravity environments. In many cases, their features are drawn, their skin pallid. They may even have minor deformities or a strangeness to their speech, gait, or general appearance that sets them apart from others. That's actually a real thing, by the way. Like, if you were born in space, the same shit would happen. It's been proven with sanctioned mutant. They are a sanctioned mutant. Don't touch. It's been proven with spacers, like astronauts that have been at the space station for like a year, 2 years. Their muscles have atrophied to the point where everything's elongated because everything's relaxed and like stretched out because there's no gravity, so everything just kind of free floats and everything. And they have noticed a distinct difficulty accustomizing or acclimatizing back to the Earth's atmospheric pressure if they spend extreme amounts of time. I mean, it's probably the same as like people that spend a lot of time underwater at extreme depths, you know, without, well, technically speaking, they've got to equalize the pressure so they don't, you know, implode. But yeah, anyway. The features that we get from this is Fortune. A Voidborn character can reroll any failed attack, dodge, parry, characteristic, or skill test with a 20% chance of success. This chance cannot be greater than the base success chance of the roll. Additionally, any enemy dodge or parry against a Voidborn character has a 20% chance to fail after a successful roll. In Heinlands, the moon is a harsh mistress. Wait, is that the same guy that wrote Starship Troopers? Or am I thinking of somebody else? People who lived on the moon basically can barely operate on Earth without without a heart attack. And that's after weeks of exercise prep. Fun book, by the way. I don't think I've read that one. I've read quite a few of his books, actually. Well, I say read. I've listened to. Because my eyes don't really do well reading a lot lately. That's why games like this usually take a lot out of me. So, forgive me if I start to flag when it comes to reading. We've got a new stat to explain. So, willpower. Willpower reflects a character's ability to withstand the horrors of the warp, the terrors of space, and the dreadful opponents they are bound to encounter in the Kronos expanse. High willpower allows characters to exert control over a crowd or interrogate a heretic. It also increases the chances of resisting negative mental effects and psychic powers. Double Star Glory Road. Those two don't ring a bell, but I know Freeman's Hold. The one where the child basically travels back from being kidnapped from a pirate attack all the way back to Earth. I can't remember its name. I liked that one. That was quite fun. I've read, of course, Starship Trooper, and I think I've read one more of his. Anyway, on to the next world. A hive world. Wait, did we have agility? We did, okay. A hive world. Okay. Take two. Hive world. A hive world's population is so dense that great swaths of the surface of the world are frequently covered in gargantuan cities bejeweled with towering spires that pierce the atmosphere. Hive worlds are vital to welfare of the Imperium and are the beating heart of its ecosystem. Hive worlds are vital to the welfare of the Imperium and are the beating heart of its economy and war machine. They produce munitions. Munitions? Munitions. Fuck me. They produce munitions for the Emperor's armies in the vast manufactorums, mine valuable materials, mine valuable minerals, and refine fuel for the Imperial Navy. Innumerable regiments of the Astrum Militarum. Innumerable regiments of the Astrum Militarum are raised from these massive populations as well. Goddamn. Alright. Strength in numbers. High world characters gain +1 fealty bonus divided by 2 resolve if there are 3 or more creatures, allied or enemy, in a 3-cell radius. Yet they suffer a -2 penalty to resolve with no creatures around. I mean, yeah, you'd become very agoraphobic if you lived in a hive world. That's for damn sure. Alright. On to one of, I think, the more interesting worlds, and usually run by the Mechanicus, is the Forge World. Forge Worlds are the domain of the Adeptus Mechanicus, entire planets ceded to the demands of vast micro-industries. Each is a manufacturing supercomplex of unimaginable capacity and power. Over the millennia, different Forge Worlds have become especially renowned for their philosophies or ways of war. Philosophies or ways of war. These are often colored by the technologies they specialize in manufacturing. The bulk of a Forge World's population is utilized as a labor force, whilst the fortunate few may be inducted into the ranks of the Adeptus Mechanicus itself. What bonus to range? You want bonus to range? Possibly, depending on if I want to do a straight up character or if I want to do a ranged character. And if I remember correctly, you can actually be a psyker as well, so at least I could be wrong. Could be wrong. But yes, we've got intelligence, toughness. Did we talk about toughness? Yes, we have. Alright, so we get intelligence bonus, a toughness bonus, but we lose out on fellowship. Which kind of makes sense. The Mechanicus are very cloistered. They don't exactly play well with others. Imperial World. An Imperial World is one of a million planets united by the belief in the immortal god Emperor. Hailing from hyper-technological societies to grim feudal populations, the inhabitants of countless worlds offer fealty and devotion to the masters of humanity and the imperial creed exposed by his servants. Exposed by his servants. Is that meant to be expounded? No. Exposed. Creed. Exposed by his servants. Okay. The designation Imperial World encompasses a vast array of wholly dissimilar worlds that are nevertheless part of the Imperium. Hi, Borrowed Sky. It's good to see you. Alright, so we get no... Why am I not hearing the... Oh, that's because you are doing the web redeems. Second there, I thought I was going crazy because usually there's sound, but there's no sound. As I was saying, yeah, this one seems to be like bog standard human. Ooh. Exposed. Like loud. Espoused. Fluid intake. Seek fluid intake. There we go. I knew the sounds worked now. Espoused. Support or adopt a cause, belief, or way of life. Oh, okay. Also, hi Sashi, it's good to see you. Hello, Quick Breaks and Borrowed Sky. Though I'm going to assume that it's the brother because I don't think Sky is doing very well still. Though she did say that she was feeling a bit better. Should go home and check on her. If she's by herself, probably a good idea. But alright, so life is bad. Oh wow, hi, it's good to see you. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I know you mentioned that it's been very busy lately. So it's good to see you. Fortress World. Fortress worlds are planets where the entire populace is immersed in warfare. They constantly train for the day that they may be called upon to defend the Imperium. A charge they soul. Okay, try that again. Try it from the top. Fortress World. Fortress worlds are planets where the entire populace is immersed in warfare. They constantly train for the day that they are called upon to defend the Imperium, a charge that they solemnly uphold. Fortress worlds are established as bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier, trained to fight from the moment they can handle a weapon. I was a librarian in high school at the dawn of time, therefore I have a particular set of skills. Well, that's pretty cool. I was a library assistant when I was in high school, but all that got me is a hatred for the Dewey Decimal System. Because that used to confuse the absolute hell out of me when I'd screw up putting a book back. Even though it was in the right section, it was not in the right shelf. And if you didn't put it on the right shelf, you weren't putting it in the right spot. Anyway, I need to blow my nose, so I'm going to mute for a moment. No, Marcus, it wasn't a tisk. It was literally me being as loud as a trumpet blowing my nose. So, whoop. What the fuck? Hell is my monitor doing? Doing some weird shit. There we go. Alright. For the love of God, can this shit stop trying to give me a heart attack? Thank you. Never stop shooting. Each time a Fortress World character kills an enemy, they gain 10 stacks of Never Stop Shooting. At the start of their turn, there is a stack of Never Stop Shooting chance that the first attack this round costs 0 AP. Hi, Dark Deed, it's good to see you. We're still in character creation, so you haven't missed much except the explanations of the worlds. But yeah, for this playthrough, which is, by the way, for everyone who just joined us before the start of the game, I picked Iron Man mode, or the Grim Dark mode, as it was called. Which basically means if we die, the game gets deleted. Rogue Trader is lit. Loved playing it. I'm going to enjoy playing it, yeah. She looks like a soloist. Also, the character art looks juicy. Yes. that is the character art that I chose. Sort of matches her design except for the hairstyle. Remind me, KOTOR 2 was as a cozy game. So earliest time is Sunday. Earliest time is Friday. So tomorrow. Earliest time is tomorrow. And I was actually planning on playing it tomorrow. So either you're fucking psychic or you just really, really want to see Star Wars. And like I said, if this game crashes or we have any issues, I might switch to KOTOR, or I'll switch to Minecraft. Alright, my clothes are done and washed. I need to pass out for work in 6 hours. Enjoy rooging it up. Okay, have a good sleep, Vizzy. I hope you enjoy your rest. We're going to do the homeworld as the Forge world. Now, do we want analytic system? Forge world characters gain 10 plus intel bonus critical hit chance. A locomotion system. Forge world characters gain a agility bonus, halved MP, and plus 2 times agility bonus dodge. Or do we want sub-skin armor? Hey, congratulations, Dark Deed, on 5 consecutive streams. Well done. Well done. You know what? The first person to reach triple digits, I'm gonna make a special checky for. Just because it's something I look forward to doing one day. And yeah, KOTOR 2 is a special game in my heart. I'll be making extra effort not to miss those streams. Fair enough. It is quite a personal favorite as well, because it was the first sort of Star Wars game that my dad kind of pointed me to play, so... I think we're gonna go with the sub-skin armor. Origins. Astra Militarum. Commissar. Crime Lord. Ministorum Priest. Navy Officer. Noble. Sanctioned Psyker. I was right! You can play as a Psyker. Fuck yes. Now, do you guys enjoy the explanations of each thing? Or would you prefer that I just pick something and get on with it? Because I don't want to bore everyone. So it's up to you guys. Do you want me to give the explanations? Or do you wish me read? Well, that's Marcus's vote. So let me just do a poll, because I haven't done a poll in a while. So, new poll. Question. Read or just get on with it? Get on with it. Read them. And we'll set the vote to 5 minutes. Start the poll. Let us begin. And let's see where this ends up. Na 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 na. But yeah, so I would probably be choosing this one. You also need the practice. Cough cough. True. It does help. Especially with the audiobook reading, because, you know, it will come in handy to be more fluent with my reading. And knowing how to breathe and where to take breaths. Should I or should I not cheat? I mean, you do have 2 accounts, and technically speaking, one of them is just an alt account, so it's up to you, Quick Breaks, if you want to cheat. I don't really class it as cheating, really. Never mind, I won't vote. Okay. Itchy foot. Alright, so looks like the majority is going to be read them. So let's go through them and we can read them. Also, it'll give me practice for like voice acting and stuff because my narration voice is different to other voices, so. Alright. In that case, I think I'm just going to close the... Alright, it's fine. For some reason my throat and nose all congested today. It's pissing me off. Do sanctioned psychers become rogue traders? I thought they were tightly controlled Imperial assets. I mean, it is possible for them to become, you know, rogue traders, but I'm pretty sure they have to be part of a dynasty first. Like, you can't become a rogue trader as a sanctioned psyker. But if you're born into a rogue trading family, I think you can. We'll find out when we get to it, because it'll probably explain. Astra Militarum Commander. The Astra Militarum, commonly known as the Imperial Guard, is the primary fighting force of the Imperium, and the first line of defense from the myriad of threats that endanger the existence of humanity in the 41st millennium. You have served as one of the commanders of an Astra Militarum regiment, commanding thousands and winning battles in the name of the God Emperor. Okay, so basically, stock standard, you know, military commander, basically. It gives us ballistic skills, it gives us fellowship, which would balance out the Forge World negative. It gives us athletics and coercion. As well as the following features will be available after Origin advancement. Alright, so that's good. Next, we have the Commissar. I've got to do a voice for this one because, you know, I remember the Commissars. Commissars are commissars of the Officium Perfectus are the ruthless officers charged with maintaining the morale and discipline and fighting spirit of their Astra Militarum regiment. You used to be one of these faithful servants of the God Emperor, a living symbol of imperial authority, regarded with a mix of fear and awe by their subordinates. These guys are fucking military police. Hey, thank you. Life is Bad for continuing your subscription, I'm guessing. That or you just subscribed. Either way, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Da-na-na, da-na-na. But yeah, these are basically military police that basically will shoot you. These are guys that will basically just shoot you in the back of the head. Okay, then if it's a resub, we should get the Twitch thing playing very shortly. For some reason, it takes like a few seconds for it to kick in. Alright, Crime Lord. The Imperium survivors and survives and prospers in no small part due to the narrowness of its vision. But a rebellious mind and a will such as yours could not be so easily constrained. The dark paths of smugglers and renegades that wind behind the facade of the Imperium's society offer a dangerous refuge for those unwilling to bow to the law. You used to be one of those dangerous yet resourceful individuals. Surefire plan. And then we get weapon skill, precision, awareness, and logic. It's fine. Don't need a jingle or anything. Anyway, I'm off to work. Maybe I'll be able to stay up for a stream. It's okay, life is bad. Thank you for resubbing, even though you don't, get to watch. I hope you get to enjoy the videos, at least. Though I know some people find it hard to kind of watch stream videos, because it's like, not the same. And I kind of get that. I have trouble myself, so I will never knock a person for not being able to watch the videos. But on to the next one. Ministorum Priest. The Ecclesiarchy, known formerly as the Adeptus Ministorum, is a vast institution that oversees the galaxy-spanning religion of the Imperium. Depending on the game, really, for me, I'll knock them for you. The Ecclesiarchy's complex hierarchies of cardinals, missionaries, preachers, and zealous litany ensures the prescribed prayers and invocations are made, all the while instructing the masses to guard against heresy and deviance. You used to be one of those fiery and charismatic individuals, concerned with keeping a close watch on your congregation. Of course, you started the Battle Royale. We get the War Hymn, the Unshakable Faith, Willpower, and Lore to start with. Then we get the Navy Officer. The Imperial Navy is responsible for the fleets of void ships that assert the dominance of the Imperium amidst the stars and fulfill other duties connected to the void and warp travel. You used to be a naval officer and a commander of a void ship, hardened in numerous battles and famous for resounding victories. So if we take this one, we get toughness, perception, charis, and awareness. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Noble. The high nobility of the Imperium are an enormously privileged and powerful elite, a breed apart from the common masses they rule. You grew into adulthood upon a pedestal of affluence and grandeur that towered high above the common masses. You expected their obedience and lived upon the fruits of their toil, surrendered to your family in solemn fealty. No, because I won last time, so it's not rigged. Intelligence and fellowship increase, coercion and persuasion increase. Interesting. Now on to the one that we will probably end up playing. What is with my throat today? What the hell? I'll be right back. I'm going to grab one of my Vicks Vapor Drops. It should help me with my difficulty that I'm having at the moment. So I'll be right back, okay? Hi, Dark Deed. It's good to see you. I'm glad you could make it to stream, seeing how this was the game that you kindly bought myself. So, thank you for that. Though you haven't missed much, we are still only halfway through the character creation. Also, possibly didn't hear what I said about that, so when I scrolled down, the following features are after Origin Advancement, which basically I'm half expecting. No, I was talking to Deed before I said Dream. Or have I mixed up your names again because I read Dark Deed's name? Hello, Dream. Thank you for purchasing the game for me. Glad you could make it to stream. I will get here someday. I will get there someday. But yeah, this is like the next level up thing. So I'm pretty sure it's going to tell us when we get the level up anyway. So I've just been basically focusing on the beginning features for that reason. Alright. Sanctioned Psyker. You misread. Levels will go up fast. You get it around every 3rd level. Okay, cool. The following features will be available after Origin Advancement. Psychers. Sanctioned Psychers. Psychers are feared and distrusted, but are nonetheless valuable assets to the Imperium. The role of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica is to recruit, identify, and classify those found to possess psychic abilities. The most powerful who somehow survive the rigorous sanctioning rituals are selected to serve on the battlefield. The mind of a sanctioned psyker is steeled against the manifold dangers risked by wielders of warp powers. You are one of those found worthy to serve humanity and have miraculously survived the perils of the warp. Hi, Knight. Hello, little one. And hello, Zeep. It's good to meet you. I'm going well. We're halfway through character creation after an hour of gameplay. An hour of streaming, I should say. So we're doing well, I think, for a, character creation screen. I have been kind of reading everything. So, well, all the descriptions anyway. But yeah, nice to meet you, Zip. Zeep? Zep? Zeep? Anyway. However you like to be pronounced. I welcome you. And yes, hello Knight, my little one. I hope you're doing well. Note, damaging psyker powers count as weapon attacks counting towards the normal attack limit per turn. And gaining all the benefits of abilities and talents increase the damage of attacks. For example, a soldier using run and gun ability will be able to use damaging psyker powers twice per turn. And an operative's analyze enemies ability affects the damage of damaging psychic powers. Zip. Zep, not Zeep. But it's not a big deal. Well, I try. So hopefully I get it right eventually. Zeep. Zip. Anyway, I like saying your name actually. It's kind of a verbal stim. Anyway, we're gonna probably do the Psyker because I like Psykers, always liked Psykers. So we're probably gonna go the Psyker. The only other one that I'd probably play is maybe a Commissar, because they're also kind of cool in a way. Because Commissar Yorick was really, really cool. And then you get old Baelai. Though I think Baelai is Yorick. I can't remember. Anyway, moving on. We're going to do the Psyker. The Sanctioned Psyker. So, which are we going to choose? Do we want to be a Biomancer, a Diviner, a Pyromancer, a Sanctic, or a Telepath? So, let's read through them, as I have been with everything else. Sanctioned Psyker, Biomancer. Biomancers specialize in manipulating biological energy and possesses... come on, you can do this. Biomancers specialize in manipulating biological energy and processes with the power of their minds. They are masters of the flesh, learning to shape and influence their own physical forms according to their will, as well as those of allies and enemies. Pyro, pyro, pyro. Hello, Pyro Bunny. You want me to be a pyromancer, do you? Well, we'll see. Because this one seems to be more support orientated, I do believe. So I don't tend to choose that. We'll have a look. Sanctioned Psyker, the Diviner. Diviners seek to discern the hidden past of the galaxy and know the course of events yet to come. These abilities allow diviners to look into the twisting strands of the inner materium in search of answers they seek, and sometimes even influence the outcomes of fate itself. Pyro with right build can solo game. How did you ever come to that conclusion? I have no idea. So we get divination and forewarning, and then we also get a few other sort of precognition abilities. Sanctioned Psyker, the Pyromancer. A Pyromancer is a master of flame, a Psyker who is able to create searing infernos out of thin air. Pyromancer is one of the most spectacular and destructive forms of psychic ability, and those who face a Pyromancer in combat are oft reduced to naught but a pile of charred bones. I may have been a voice actor in a sense, but no, I've never done like any sort of proper voice acting. I have been trying to do some audiobook recordings, so if you do enjoy my voice and you like Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings, the first chapter is on my YouTube. And I also have some ASMR content, though we don't usually mention those. But yes, I was technically a form of voice actor. Sanctioned Psyker, a Sanctit. Sanctic. Sanctic. Sanctioned Psyker, the Sanctic. Psykers of the Sanctic discipline master their connection to the Golden Throne to support their allies with holy might and stave off demons and heretics. Oh. Ah. Crack the neck. Jesus. Alright, so basically this is another support class as well. Interesting. Kind of find it funny that the only two I don't like playing a Psyker because it feels like I get punished for using my abilities. I mean, that's what makes the game fun. Sanctioned Psyker Telepath. Telepaths use their psychic powers in conjunction with their own minds to delude, control, and destroy the minds of their enemies. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded to these forms of psychers. So I don't know, would they be classed as a combat psyker like the pyromancer? Because I know the pyromancer, the diviner, and the sanctic are more support orientated. So we really only get two sort of combat orientated psychers as well, which kind of annoys me because there's more types of sanctioned psychers than just these 5. To my knowledge, I could be wrong. Don't take my word for it. Alright, let's go with the telepath, as I've been called a mind reader on multiple occasions. So, what is our triumph? Do we want an apex of brilliance, illustrious glory, or a feat of greatness? So we get persuasion, lore, and coercion. Alright, so what do each of these have in lore terms? Apex of brilliance. Upon solving the mysteries of a powerful psychical active Xeno artifact, you manage to destroy the creation of countless enemies of humanity. Interesting. Illustrious glory. You single-handedly saved a pilgrim ship by stopping a warp breach while traveling through the Imperium. Feat of greatness. The power of your sorcery crushed a demon of the arch-enemy and drove it back to the warp. Interesting. I wonder if you chose a different path, would the triumphs talk differently? I wonder. I wonder if they took the time to make them individually different. Each class. Because if they did, holy crap. Are you a Warhammer fan? I guess yes, because you're armor. I am a Sister of Battle. I am a Sister of Battle Hospitaller. This was just the only armor asset for VTubers that I could find. That and the Necrons. I'm also a fan of the Necrons. Mostly Tizen. Because Tizen is a nutcase even in the Necron circles. Because his only indulgence is literally, I want everything. His entire personality is, ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny. You know, I don't know whether you know the joke with the blood ravens being kleptomaniacs, running into Tizen and being like, brother. Anyway, we're gonna go with an apex of brilliance so we can get the extra Xenos lore. Darkest Hour. So we got Grim Potence, Brand of Shame, and a Shadow of Torment. Oh dear. Each are quite terrible. So we either get logic, awareness, or our lore dropped. Yeah, so what happened in these Grim Potents? You were accused of being possessed by a warp entity and forced into exile, leaving your soul forever scarred. Well, fuck, we're not choosing that one. An exiled fucking psyker would be a death sentence. Brand of Shame. Your sorcery caused a warp manifestation aboard a void ship, claiming thousands of lives in the end. This This is just a hazard of working with a psyker. Like, I don't care what you say. You stand next to a psyker, you are taking the chance of shit going sideways. Shadow of Torment. Shadow of Torment. An error during the sanctioning process brought you many hours of agony, which nearly cost your life. I mean, that one's also kind of thematic. It'd give us sort of a nut job aspect to lean into. But I think we're going to go with the Brand of Shame. What's your schedule like? You might be fun to follow. I stream 2 times a day. Once at 11 AM AEST, and once at this time at 7 PM AEST. What that is in time zone translation, I have no idea. But yeah, I stream 2 times a day. So if you do want to give me a follow, you're most likely to be able to catch at least one of my streams. I tend to do Comfy Cozy Day every day, nearly every day. This week it has been pretty much every day except Monday. But 9 times out of 10, it's usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. With possible streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Oh, a new Weaver. Hello. Thank you for the follow.
Sep87 was just added to the web.
Thank you for being added to the web. We also have a community Discord. If you wish to join our community Discord, that goes for everyone in stream. Just use the prompt !DS to get the link. We do community day stuff, like Taco, one of my mods, is running a D&D campaign currently, or planning to. I also do some watch-alongs now and then, though I don't do them often. I won't be planning another one. I'm just going to do it spontaneously from now on. Seems more fun. And we also have a community Minecraft server, if you're into Minecraft, which we are currently got the Cobblemon mod pack installed. So yeah, if you wish to join the Discord, be my guest. Anyway, we're going to go with the Brand of Shame. Now, archetype. What archetype do we want to go with? Sorry, I missed movie night. No, that's okay, little one. I understand. It's not, you know, it's not like I chose it's not life or death. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what do we got? What do we got? We got the warrior. Warriors are... Warriors are combatants boasting exceptional melee prowess, capable of dealing high damage in close quarter combat and withstanding heavy amounts of damage. They also excel at drawing enemy attention from less defended allies. Core focus: melee, movement and dodge, armor, and parry. Taunt, soaking damage. Okay. Keystone features: we get the charge and endure. Ultimate abilities: draining breach. Interesting. Characteristics: we get a thumbs up on weapon skill and toughness, as well as Karos or coerce. Is that coerce? I'm pretty sure that's fucking coerce. No, that's coercion. So what the fuck is that? Anyway, and athletics. Officer. Officers use their willpower and fellowship to improve the combat capabilities of their allies, turning them into even greater threats on the battlefield. Core focus, extra turns, single target buffs, rescuing allies and momentum. We get the bring it down and voice of command. Well, technically speaking, I don't really think of myself as a leader. Never have, never will. An operative uses intelligence and precision to find and exploit weaknesses in an enemy's defense. None can withstand an attack from an operative. Core focus, precision, precise single attacks, defense penetration, area debuffs, and consistent firing position. Analyze enemy. Operative targets one enemy within line of sight. That target immediately gains ++ exploits. Interesting. Honestly, I'm half tempted to go operative. Soldier. A soldier is a master of all ranged weapons, quickly able to assume an advantageous position from where they stand ready to rain fire on the enemy. While well trained in a highly diverse range of arms, a soldier is particularly proficient at blasting their foes with burst fire and area weapons. Core focus. Movement and ranged attacks, cover and dodge, burst fire area attacks. I'm glad I checked Twitch before loading up at the game. I'm glad that you were able to find me. And I hope you enjoy your stay in my web. You can never leave. But yeah. Alright, so we have 30 available points. So now we have all of the skills. I don't think we actually talked about perception. Perception. Perception describes how well a character perceives their surroundings. Characters with high perception can pick out a stray bolter shell casing in between the day-to-day morass of an underhive, or even tell when someone is being deceitful. It also affects the awareness skill and reduces enemy dodge chance against character's attack. Alright. So. Ballistic skill, weapon skill. I don't think we talked about either of these either. Weapon skills. Weapon skills reflect a character's competency in all forms of close combat. It increases their parry and reduces enemy parry chance against melee attacks. It also increases chance of scoring a critical hit in melee combat. Ballistic skill. Ballistic skills reflect a character's accuracy with all forms of ranged weapons, and determines the trajectory of shots in a burst. A high ballistic skill indicates that a character is a skilled marksman, someone to be feared in a gunfight or skirmish. The base hit chance for ranged attacks within a weapon's effective range is 30+ ballistic skill. Now, question. Psychic powers, do they work on ballistic skill as a ranged attack, or do they work on weapon skill? Or is it specific to the type of psychic power that you use? I'm going to take a guess and probably say that it's ballistic skill? Willpower. Intelligence or willpower? Okay. Intelligent characters do more damage, non-burst area attacks. Tech use skills. Characters with high willpower allows chronic crowd. Okay. Well, we shall increase our intelligence because that's what I want. And as a psyker, I'd probably want a decently high willpower. I'd rather not end up enslaved by the warp. Now, do I want to do a ranged Psyker to be smarteth. Yes, to be smarteth. Now, do I want weapons or do I want distance? I mean, does the Psyker staff count as a melee weapon? Technically it does, because most sanctioned Psykers that have like the staff and shit attack with like melee weapon type attacks. So I think we'll beef up our close combat abilities. So that is our character. Did we name the character, or does it ask us to name the character next? Sword-classed frigate. The Sword-class frigate is a classic void ship design, proven in thousands of battles, combining decent firepower, high speed, and respectable survivability. Estimated dimensions: 1.6 kilometers in length, 0.3 kilometers abeam at the fins approximately. Estimated tonnage: 6 megatons approximately. Estimated number of souls: 26,000. The Von Valencia's flagship is the mightiest void ship belonging to the Von Valencia dynasty. Staff is melee, but I think it would be rare to use unless the game AI is being very nasty. True. We are only playing on normal, so hopefully it's not nasty. And I mean, we could always have an offhand weapon that is like a sword, because I know there are some psychers that have like a staff and sword, and they channel their abilities through the sword. I do remember a psyker like that. Anyway, where was I? Every system aboard this frigate has been tried and tested in innumerable engagements. Its weapons and turrets deliver hard-hitting volleys with pinpoint accuracy. Its plasma drives are rugged yet reliable in extreme conditions. The flagship's size and maneuverability are perfect for pursuing smaller, faster raiders and for hunting the countless pirates, Xenos, and heretics in the Kronos Expanse. Numerous Von Valencia's rogue traders have acknowledged the exceptional performance of this vessel, and within a few minor updates, the flagship has continued to faithfully serve the Von Valencia dynasty. Ooh, I'm a spider in your little mini critter thing. Yes. That is our custom created, custom ordered stream avatar, basically. Everybody that joins stream is a little spider. Those that are not spiders have purchased other avatars. Now, we're not going to name it Penitent Fortune. We're going to name it the Weaver in the Warp. The Weaver in the Warp. Here we go. That is the flagship of the Von Valencia of this generation. Ah, good. We can finally change the name. Gwen. Actually, maybe I use the full name because the 40k universe sort of has a thing for like really long and verbose names. So, Gwen here. Guinevere. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Guinevere Weaver. And then we'll get the last name. Guinevere Weaver von Valencia. Guinevere Weaver von Valencia. Yeah, that has a ring to it. Guinevere Weaver von Valencia. Do not take me lightly, Commander. You would do to remember your place. Alright, so we start with the Forge World. We have the Sanctioned Psyker, the Apex of Brilliance, the Shame, the Psychic Shriek of two different types. Why are there two different types? There's... Anyway, okay. We're not very aware of our surroundings, but we are intelligent as fuck on the lore of Xenos and Warp. Which is kind of concerning, seeing how we don't have the same in Imperium or Logic. But I digress. Let us actually begin the game! My god! 2 hours later! 2 hours later from character creation. Holy fuck. Rob's one is a shout, the other a bird. Okay, and everything's gone funky. Ah, upper decks. It's wanting me to press a button. Is it going to make my little dudes spaz out again? Possibly. I don't know why it does that. Hey look, servo skulls. Love me a nice servo skull. Better than the cherubs. Cherubs kind of creep me out. Not as long as the character creation on Skyrim. I mean, yeah, well, if you really, really get into character creation on Skyrim, it's no surprise.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
That's true. I remember spending about, like, 4 hours in the EVE Online character customization at one point, so... It's not exactly weird that it took 2 hours to get through. You get no bird, you have no DLC. Yeah, I know. I don't have any of the DLC, unfortunately. They're too expensive for me at the moment. I've got way too much to plan and pay for already, with debut coming up. The man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower decks. Choices in dialogue. You are in a dialogue. Here you can learn more about current events, influence the characters you are speaking to, or even alter the course of the game's narrative. Your character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices you make. Available dialogue options are displayed on the right. Select the reply by clicking the left mouse button on or pressing the corresponding digit on your keyboard. Yeah, got it. Alright, so what do we got? We've got truly an awe-inspiring sight. Frankly, such excess can be tiring at times. All this ostentatious luxury, this laughable pretense, it is enough to make one think that the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify. Have we met? You have a particular reason for disturbing me? You know, I get the feeling I would probably either say that or this in these occasions. Because frankly, it can get tiring at times. Dealing with like masses of people like that. But I think I'm going to go with the whole cool beauty sort of aspect. The whole, do you have particular reason for disturbing me?
My apologies. I did not seek you out to pester you with unwanted attention.
That'd be a first. The man turns to you and bows.
Allow me to
Hyperlinks.
introduce myself.
You can hover your...
Conrad Voigtfeld,
Hang on.
Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Make the game. Have the money. I'll look into it. Definitely will look into it. Alright, so you can hover your cursor over highlighted words to learn more about them. The tooltip that appear can help you better understand the world of the game or its mechanics. Words are highlighted when they first appear in a text. Scroll up the dialog box to see the desired highlighted term again. Got it. So it actually explains what a rogue trader is. A subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. A rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Interesting. Alright. My name is Guinevere Viva, and so as to avoid any misunderstandings, I am a sanctioned psyker.
I am aware of that fact. It would have been unacceptable negligence to have overlooked such a detail when compiling your profile. Fate bestowed upon you powers of witchcraft, and a duty to use them for the good of the Imperium. Yours is truly
what is the Imperium?
An unenviable lot.
The Imperium of Man, the galaxy-spanning interstellar human empire ruled by the living god who is known as the Emperor of Mankind. Rather verbose way of saying... Yeah, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Alright, continue.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your
Game
past
narrative
titles,
is a
no matter
lie.
who gave them to
Only
you,
the lore
or
is
what their
eternal and
origins
true.
are.
What's the
From
lore
the
anyway?
moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share
From
your
his
dynastic
distant
name
name.
with Her Ladyship.
Bear
Bear
it with honor. Nice. Lord Captain, a strange title for Lady Theodora. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here? You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities? Tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself. Tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself. Is there meant to be more? Anyway. You say I am one of the rogue trader heirs? So there is another candidate. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let's address it. There's one heck of a list of choices. Yes. Technically speaking, I'd probably ask about the Master of Whispers, or I'd literally tell him to get on with it. Because I'm not one for beating around the bush. When I started playing, I didn't realize a rogue carries the same power and influence as an Inquisitor or Space Marine Chapter Master. Not the same power and influence as a Space Marine Chapter Master. Inquisitor, yes. Yeah, some of the dialogue options at times feel incomplete. Okay, I'm not going crazy then, so it is just me. It isn't just me. But yeah, I'm going to go with You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Interesting. Alright, well in that case, I'm just gonna go with... Well, no, we can learn more about the lore, so... Lord Captain, a strange title for the Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis, at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Of course it's sacrosanct. Codex of Imperium Laws. Lex Imperialums. Lex Imperialis. Rayne, say the words correctly. You say I'm one of the Rogue Trader heirs, so there is another candidate?
That is. And you will meet him soon enough.
And why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Well, that answers how we got out of being a psyker.
Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium. But from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
Tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention.
Dude laughs and shakes his head.
Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises
both of their qualities. Okay. So in other words, be an ass kisser. Be an ass kisser. Alright, in that case, we can do the final option. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out? Let's address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just
so did
as many
I,
questions
but
for you.
it seems like it's not.
It is regrettable that you haven't
Some
yet had
may
an
be
opportunity to
paths,
speak.
and if you
It has
choose
been an
them,
arduous voyage thus
it
far.
might stop you from checking out other ones. But there's no knowing which and when that will occur.
The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Sure, why not? By right of blood, rogue trader Theodore von Valencia desires... Okay, don't fucking turn off what I was reading. Change your point of view. Move the camera using that. Q&E to rotate the camera. Zoom out with that. Okay, usual bog standard bullshit. Ah, I can't change the panning option, the plane option though, which is kind of annoying. But, oh well, let's keep going. Where did he go? Interactable objects. Some objects in the game can be interacted with in special ways. They are marked with specific icons. Some icons allow you to study objects, others will transfer the character to neighboring locations, or launch a small event. These icons become visible. These icons become visible when your character is standing close enough to interact with the object. Click the left mouse button, perform the associated action. Some interactive objects, such as doors or chests, are not always marked with icons, but the cursors change when you hover over them. Hover your cursor over the object. If the cursor changes, the object is interactable. Hold tab to highlight objects your character can interact with. Oh, cool. A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood. A resource of incredible value aboard a void ship. Very true. Technomat. Engine seer. Pretty sure that's a sister battle, is it not? Nope, wait, nope. Just a Mechanicus, I think. What else have we got? Deck Enforcer, Worker. You know what? Let's talk to the Engine Seer. A tech litany for machine placidity is required. Box casting to initiate the consecration of urgent and... Glory to the Omnissiah, giver of knowledge. Here's the data on the vid screen. People interfering in the operations of the sacred mechanics. His nature. Refrain from any further profane acts. Okay. What's this? Incomprehensible information is displayed on a large screen above the cogitators. You make out reference to unfamiliar systems and worlds among the numbers and logistier symbols. Ooh, that's gonna... That is really, 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 really going to piss me off. Leave people in fear and refrain from... Yeah, okay. Is there like a... Not a map. Log. There we go. Fuck me. It's like they couldn't have just had something that you had to click on to get it to disappear. Like, seriously.
Keep your wits about you.
Like, I don't like... Worker, noble guest. Interesting. But yeah, they should have had a button that you had to press to close it instead of having it auto-close like that. Ah.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Not for those with a subscription.
No mercy to those who oppose Von Valencius.
Seek fluid intake. Seek fluid intake. Alright. Start of combat. To survive the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. Mine expired. Back now, though. Eh? Oh, did you just... Okay, you just got back. Well, the servitors just went mad, but you know that because you've played this game, I think. Everything is lagging, other than the game and my VTube studio, which is hilarious. Alright. You've been ambushed. Alright. Start the battle. Malfunctioning servitor. Yep, you're dead. Is it your cursor that's lagging? Nope, my cursor's fine. It's the stream avatars that's lagging. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Select a cell within the highlighted area and double-click to move the character there. Movement points determine how far a character can move in their turn. 1 MP corresponds to 1 cell on the battlefield. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second diagonal cell used, 2 MP. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to their maximum value, so the usual bullcrap. So what does this do? Deals 1 to 8 damage to target. It will suck up my movement points. So you can't action, then move. Interesting. Okay, no, you can action, then move, but sometimes things do different. The operative targets one of the enemy in line of sight. The target immediately gains 3 exploit. Well, that'll work.
See to it, personally.
And then we'll move up here. Got it. Thank you for the
I'm
end the
ready for
turn.
whatever comes.
Shriek. I know what action points are. I've played these type of games before. That.
It's as
Hit
good as
them.
done.
Oh, decent actual dice roll for a change. Got a 6. Left side are your weapons, right side are your abilities. Nice. Good to know. Good to know. Spacebar to end turn. Well, that doesn't look good. How much damage do you do? 7 to 11. 1 to... Yeah, okay. So it's probably best to shoot the fucker. Do you have more stacks? Does that stack or does it... I don't think it stacks, possibly. I don't know, but we'll do it again just to make sure. Does it show me the... It does. Everything's up RNG. Fucking great. You remember when we made this, like, Iron Man mode? It stacks, but attacks remove it. Okay. Characters with melee weapons can make attack of opportunities if an opponent... Yeah, okay. So if we move, we're getting attacked. And brain rotted with XCOM because when playing this, I did think, XCOM, D&D style. That's hilarious. If we shoot...
Who, if not me?
Pistol shot. Did max damage. Fuck yeah. Okay, that's a rarity. I think that's thanks to the stacks that we had. Dude, can you actually, like, shoot this thing? Or are you just gonna die? Nope, you dodged. Can you stab it now? Do something? There we go. I can scarcely
What's
believe it
suspiciously
on a
poor
day like
timing
this.
For such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Unfortunate for you, my friend. I think that's probably not what's going to happen. Spread out. No one is allowed to enter the premises. Stations.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Okay. We'll go for a walk ourselves then, shall we? You can open the map using M to orient yourself. Okay. Investigate. The wires of the servitor's head are still smoldering. Seems they caused the malfunction. Fucking Jesus. Was the short-circuiting of the motive force. Tarantula sentry gun, constructed with the blessings of the adept mechanicus. That is starting to get annoying. Tarantula sentry gun, constructed with the blessings of the adept mechanicus, using a standard template construction in the manufactorum of Eva Gamma. Interesting. Lehman Russ battle tank, reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor, the first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of Vortes Champ. Interesting, interesting. Scavenging stuff from the dead by the looks of it. Ooh, what's this? This looks interesting. A grey-green crystal with white veins. A low hum can be heard coming from the artifact. Yeah, that doesn't sound dangerous at all. Why would that sound dangerous? Oh look, more servitors. Jonkust Shorbach. Master at Arms. Tech Priest. Servitor. Alright, let's talk to this guy. He has a name. Anyone who thinks of following Kraten's example will end up in solitary, like Kraten himself, speaking of which, his remains still need to be scrubbed from the bulkhead. You will take care of that when we are done. Understood? Interesting. Somebody fucked up royally now, didn't they? Let's go this way. Crew officer, servitor. Who are you?
I always have a backup plan.
I always have a backup plan. Uh-oh. Something's going on over here. State of your uniform. What are you doing on the upper decks looking like that? Gracious sir, I repent. I repent of spiritual weakness, of deviation from his commandments. Do not punish me. Let me make amends with my deeds. Okay, so same shit gets said. Same shit gets said. Okay. Okay, they both say the same thing. Except one is literally begging for his life and the other is not. Yeah, okay. Some of the background characters look interesting, but end up not really being all that interesting. Unfortunately. Now, where the hell am I meant to be going? I think I'm meant to be going over... No. I'm meant to be following this way. Yes? No? No. Oh, wait. Here we are.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora.
Yeah, there for
Assimilation into the
atmosphere.
trade structure would be political and economic suicide.
Very true.
Practically an admission of heresy.
What's this? Says the man dressed in peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension, his face, half of which is covered by synth skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Interesting.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Interesting. I think I'm going to look around the room. Your first impressions of Edelthrath, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bound mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Edelthrald, Theodore von Valencia's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a grey-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldicks containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
The dry female voice and powerful feeling of being watched forces you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crew sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Alright, so we've got a few options here, but the two that actually seem to be more interesting because our lore actually succeeded are those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in Xeno worship. Or there are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Aeon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer. And then otherwise it is basically boring responses in my opinion, so I think we're going to go with the warp. Because that sounds more like a warp phenomenon than Xeno worship. The underworld spirits.
Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of
several. I mean, yes.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Edrith. However you pronounce your fucking name. We are both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become anyone of our status to engage in petty feuds? I find your tone most disagreeable, Edrith. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or you will live to regret the consequences. Shut your mouth, Edrith, before I decide to shut it for you. To be honest, I'd probably just retort that I just... Honestly, my first choice is to go with, I gave a straightforward answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was more than you could do, Adelithrad.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Man, you're trying to piss off a psycho.
I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
Hee. Suck shit, bitch.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Edelthrad bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you a look. Good. Go fuck yourself, dude. You already annoy me.
So, why are you here?
Was it not you who sent for me? There are questions I wish to have answered. I do not know yet. I hope you would clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity.
Interesting.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of
Reminds me of the
humanity,
long-ass
and
frickin'
my
title
rights
that
and
you guys
freedoms
made
are
me.
vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the
Though mine is
Imperium,
longer than
and
hers.
carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Not that I'm making a measuring competition or anything. Long list of titles is not always a good thing.
Alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives,
There are apostrophes.
rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing.
Need to look
And
this
you
up.
are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Look what up? The title. Hell, I don't even remember where it's posted. You'd have to ask... I think it was Taco that posted it at one point. That one of his friends made the entire title for me. I am ready to take on this sacred purpose. It's all too sudden for me. One of... Does this mean there are more heirs? Well, I am ready to take on this
Oh,
sacred
yes,
duty.
You would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader.
I mean, one, I'm a psycho.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of
So
becoming
usually
the bearer
that
of a
gets me
warrant of
shunned
trade.
automatically.
Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly? I'm a little nutty. That's okay, Knight. Did I hear correctly? The Masters of Whispers is related to you.
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Yeah, it used to be. Whoops, dude fucked up somewhere. One of? Does that mean there are more heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
If you're satisfied with Edelthrad, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me?
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse.
Oh, so it's the Coronis, not the Kronos. Coronis. Interesting.
It says in your profile that you bear the brand of sorcery.
Albeit sanctioned.
Sorcery that is permitted in the service of the Imperium. I am accustomed to the presence of psychos at my side. More than that, I value their unique abilities highly. Perhaps that is why I am so intrigued by Edelthrad's candidacy. A rogue trader psycho could achieve great things indeed. However, psychos are fragile creatures. And as such, I would rather have a replacement standing ready in the event that something happens to Edelthrad.
Fair enough.
Moreover, your remarkable mental abilities were noted in your profile. If you can find a way to exhibit them in the service of the von Valancius dynasty, well,
So much the better.
Much the better.
So much the better.
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Navigation, translation. What are these things you speak of? Nope, I know what they are. An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
She's got a good sense of humor, at least.
For the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay
Abelard.
amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Okay, why do I feel like that? Why do I feel like the ads are running far more often than it should? Anyway. Sorry for the ads, all those that are about to experience them. I will wait for you to come back. For now, I will have a drink of water, and we will continue the story after you get back from the ad break. I don't want you to miss anything important, after all. Dun, 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 dun. Ads starting soon, currently. But the ads haven't actually kicked in yet. Otherwise, usually there's like a box that tells me the ad's starting. By the way, nice armor. Thank you. I found it on a, what's the name? One of the free websites I frequent had this as a VTuber asset. So I would have preferred a Sister of Battle armor, but beggars can't be choosers. So we do with what we have. Mama ba 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 ba. Yep, okay, there they go. So they're in an ad break now. Which is unfortunate. Maybe I should turn the auto ads off. Because, I mean, if we do 3 minutes of ads at the start of stream, we get an hour's worth of pre-roll defense. So technically speaking, if we did 3 hours of 3 minutes of ads per hour of stream, we wouldn't have to do ads for another hour again. So it's like, I don't want our lovely guests to miss the stream. Pedro. Actually, you know what? Where is it?
Cheese.
Still haven't seen an ad and I'm unsubbed. Well, you're lucky, aren't you? Could be that you're a moderator. Possibly.
A knob of cheese. And tons of cheese. Washing the cheese. That was too much cheese. The correct amount of cheese. Different coloured cheese.
Thank you.
I get a bonus piece of cheese.
Bonus piece of cheese.
Mousetrap, straightforward, bog standard, itchy
cheddar cheese.
Join us again next time when we make egg.
Alright, welcome back everyone. I do hope the ads weren't too bad. Whatever they may be. Let's have a look. Also no ad revenue from Twitch too. That is an unfortunate thing with the ads over there, Dark Deed. I have a friend who's a streamer and can't get the ad revenue. Oh, excuse me. Navigator translation, where is your ship headed? What are my current responsibilities? Glorious Lord Captain, surely there's a way I can prove myself a worthy heir. I have been falling 30 minutes. What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your
Oh,
bearings
shit,
aboard this
okay.
vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Okay. Where is your
The
ship
Rydhat
headed?
System, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals.
And
Besides me,
I
two
meant
other
I
rogue
have no
traders
ads
exist
here.
in the Coronis Expanse,
There should have been
and
an
each of
ad.
them possesses
So they are
resources
more likely
comparable
to be
mine.
15-second ads.
Perhaps you will one
Interesting.
day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor.
Possibly. We could become
I set the course
very
for
well
Rykard
trued.
on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but
Now
now
is not the time. Alright. Navigator, transition.
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead, sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across
Or
the
sometimes
galaxy.
in 100
That is
years.
how we were able to build the Imperium, which
Because the
spans
warp is
millions of
fucked
stars.
in certain parts. You know what? I'm not going to degrade myself by saying that, so I'm just going, Mum, are you proud of me? I had water and food today. Yes, I am very proud of you. You're a good girl. Thank you for remembering to eat and drink something today. I am very proud of you. Head pats for you. I have no more
In that
questions.
case, I shall head to disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your
Yourself?
worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
What's she doing this time? Uh-oh. Cultists! Look out! We've got cultists!
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
She's not giving me cuddles. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Emperor, protect me.
Okay. Can I have that weapon? Can you give me that weapon, please? Oh, Melter. That's dangerous. I mean, so is a fucking plasma weapon. Because those things have a tendency to, like, cover. Okay. I get cuddles from you. I give you head pats. And maybe some cuddles. If I do that, it will stop us from using that. So let's move here first to half cover. Why maybe cuddles? Because I am focusing. So I have a tendency to... Good shot! I have a tendency to, zone out and
I'll
focus.
see to it personally.
Got it.
Death to the weak. I serve the ruinous powers.
Well, you're gonna die just stating that. Evil heretics.
Suffered worse.
I've suffered worse. Goodbye.
Tested tactics are the best ones. Reduced to dust.
You got smushed. Goodbye.
Chaos guides me.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Run up on this bitch, go
It's as
like
good as
that,
done.
and then just shoot him in the head. Fuck your bullshit. Where the hell were you guys 10 seconds ago?
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
She does remember that I'm a psycho, right? Anyway.
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
The Arch-Militant. Interesting. Find the Arch-Militant. Okay.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, there's fighting going on. What's over here? Keep firing, oh, no cowardice now. Where should we be going? I can see your bloodlust growing as the game progresses. It can be rather satisfying like that at times. Yes, I bet. Oh, what's this? Boom!
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing
Chasing
the
these
riffraff
riffraff.
around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Oh no.
Mort, pull
Yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Never mind, she's right here.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and
my
my
Arch-Militant
just
destroyed.
several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of
Warp
warp
madness?
Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineering regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks.
I mean, it would have to mean that there's a fucking demon prince if warp madness was getting through a Gellerfield. Like, that has to mean there's a fucking demon prince nearby.
Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Mutiny? But who would attempt a mutiny here in the warp? Mutiny against the Emperor's anointed. Execute the traitors, every last one of them. We must provide immediate assistance to those still on the middle decks. Perhaps then we might stop this wave from spreading. I find this indeed a severe case of warp madness. Then the situation is dire.
You don't know the half of it. There's only one thing worse than the warp addling the brains of our crew, and that's the warp itself crawling all over our decks. I shouldn't even think about it. It's bad luck. Your orders, Lord Captain.
Yes, it's extreme bad luck.
That the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominously.
Edelthrad, where is he?
I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
Again, also a psyker. Should you not be worried about me standing right next to you?
I tried to locate him, but the last thing we know of his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain, Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Yep, okay. Whoops, accidentally skipped something.
Then it's settled.
Oh no.
Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator
When's a massive
leads
door?
to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
In whatever state, what do you mean? I hear and obey. I hear and obey, Lord Captain. I shall do everything in my power. I cannot promise that I won't lose our dearest heir somewhere along the way. No, I'm not that sort of person. But I will do everything in my power.
Not everything in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
Okay. Never understood people like that. It's like, I will do everything within my power. No, you will do as I say and do it. I'm like, okay, but you know.
And you do not even have proper gear.
I shall make do. I have a proposition. Since I am the more important person here, you can go in front to shield me from potential threats. You had better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk. I shall make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle, and you are consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. You traitorous bastard! I promised you special destiny. It is time to fulfill it. Well, fuck you, asshole. Betrayal! Backstabber! Heretic! Oof. Kick me, why don't you?
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see.
In the 40k universe? Never! Hi, Rayne. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope your sleep was alright. Yeah, no, this would be the words out of my mouth. Would be... What, Gvir? You two-faced scum! You're the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There,
That's good to
beyond
hear.
those
I'm
gates,
glad that you slept
lies
well.
the relic that gives the Adorer all of her power. The sacred
Warrant of trade.
Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind.
Hey, congratulations.
Blood to the
Good on you for a 20 stream streak. You know what? Fuck you. You close your eyes and try to focus, and then you feel the touch of something sharp. Vodka has somehow sensed a shift in the warp and delivered a preemptive strike. Ugh! Ow! The blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. Hi, Sarge. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a single urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Fight the voices in your head. Get out! I am not your puppet! The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence, forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step towards the gates looming in the center of the chamber. Goddamn fucking asshole. Counter-psyched my fucking psychic ability. Skill tests in dialogue. Got it. Alright. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton. An obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. Technically speaking, not fully lobotomized. Because that is the, like, punishment for a lot of people in the 40k universe. They still have the ability to understand exactly what is going on. They just have no free will. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Tech use. Heck yeah. Tech use tests succeed. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of Archaeotech relic. Archaeotech, an incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vivid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Vuktvid's wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere deep in your mind. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or protruding piece of rebar in sight. Oh, that's not good. Examine the Sentinel. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you are used to. Its skin covering is stretched together with copper thread. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of an ordinary automaton. Look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Well, scripted story event, can't really do much. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servitor motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vivid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from. Crackling static. Is that the Sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you clearly hear every word. I suppose this is the onset of the warp madness they warned me about. Yes. yes, I do require assistance. I mean, that would be my first response, but then I'd probably get shot. I suppose this is the onset of warp madness they warned me about.
Accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Heck yeah. That fucking tart was in a hurry. It didn't even wait for the door to close.
There is still another way.
Oh boy. By the rights of blood, check the
Rise
warrant
to the
chamber.
top, or get left in the dust.
Okay. What do we got in here? Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon— God damn it! Excuse me. Sorry. Choking on my own spit there. Missed pretty much everything of that statement.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
What madness is happening here? You. Who addresses me? I need to contact someone. Preferably Theodora. I need a weapon. I am utterly defenseless.
From the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Madness is this.
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
I need to contact someone.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Thank you for the head pats and the water. Jesus. Quick breaks.
Restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Okay.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
Interesting. Are you the Warrant Sentinel?
Unit of the Warrant Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Alright, lead the way.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Okay. Journal. Yep. Well, in that case, let's get the fuck out of the warrant chamber. Close the door. And make damn sure that nobody can get in. Oh, hi!
Run, fools, or fall!
All it is then. Hell yeah! Love those fucking chainswords.
Mistress? Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
Kunrad is a traitor. We were parted ways on the officer's deck. He stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He is clearly serving the unholy gods of the warp.
Serving the gods of the war? Kunrad is a heretic. Oh, Voidfear, you void rat. Madness. And this mutiny
is likely his doing, no doubt. Voidfear openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind this mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive and now safe, mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way.
Ooh.
I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense.
I got a sniper rifle. Hell yeah. Treating injuries. While fighting, your characters may get injured. Injuries. Okay.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium. Let me help.
I won't forget this.
There we go.
I will lead us to fortune.
You've got new items. All items are added to your inventory. Weapons. To equip new weapons or armor. Inventory. So usual standard crap. Okay. Armored body glove. And a sniper rifle.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt.
How did you learn
But that
about...
is the least of our problems. The ship's
Um...
enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance.
I learned most of it through watching YouTube videos, reading the old codexes, some of the books when I was younger.
Apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go
I'm not really up to date with the lore. like, the most recent law that I remember was the Tau, I think, and the Tyrannid.
These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive. Lady Theodorus. Which one? The last one I received was about the navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
Right. The navigator's sanctum. Very well. Lead the way.
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
Okie dokie, Sarge.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
Onward. Sure. We got a problem there. We got some company.
Challenges make the spoils that much sweeter.
Get your characters into position. Well, interesting. Not like there's much cover around here, after all. You, on the other hand, need to be up close and personal with these sons of bitches. What do we got? We've got Deadeye Shot, Single Shot. Actually, what I should do first is do... Who's got the most health? You've got the most health.
Not me.
But guess what, bitch? Bye-bye. It's like, I see you over there. Goodbye, bitch. Alright, let's... What's this? Charge. The warrior moves in a straight line and launches a melee attack against any target in the warrior's path. The attack does not count towards the attack per limit. Target is too close. Alright then, kill you. What? Ugh. You have terrible luck, don't you?
Victory is imminent. I took care of
There we go. Brace for impact. Yes, go pick on the melee wielder. Remember when I set all of my points into melee? Funny how we've had nothing but ranged weapons the entire game so far. Friendly fire. Be careful, companions can get a bit able to burst attack. Okay.
Well, just a minor setback.
Well, in that case, one creature. We'll take this shot. 3 for 1. Fuck you. That was awesome. That was fucking awesome.
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
Hey, buddy. Ah, you've got... Maybe if I move here? Might change... Yes, it does. Good. Fuck you.
Let's Let's not waste time with pleasant
Advancement. What do we get? Choose skill. Let's get our Lore of the Warp increased. 45, 5, that makes 50, plus 10 would be 60. What about our logic? Will give us 55. Makes the character's rational arguments more convincing. Schmort Spuder. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with logic for this one. Complete. As for you, what do you have? Let's go athletics. Actually, no, let's make you toughness character. It represents the ability to negate effects. Apply some... Yeah, let's give it to you. Because that makes you 70, which is a really fucking high level. Alright.
I know how to take risks.
Ooh, finally, we can loot bodies. Collecting loot. Dead enemies have no further need of their former belongings, but you can discover valuable trophies among them. Left click on defeated enemies to inspect what's left. Trophies on the right side of the trophy room will go into such items can be... Okay. Las pistol. Loot goblin mode activate. Yeah, pretty much. My brain is just like... Collect all. The Vox skull is twitching. Alright, let's keep going. There's money to be made. Zone map. Here is a map of your void ship. It consists of several parts between which you can travel. Some parts are not yet available. Over time, your character will be able to access them. Got it. Navigatum cerebellum. Uh-oh. The navigator has been corrupted.
I hear it here on the threshold of the blinded guide. Doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
Okay, drunk psyker. And obviously one that has lost her damned fucking mind if she's drinking.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
Interesting. The entity in your consciousness shrieks and crawls deeper. It claws, scraping against the walls of your mind as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. I don't like Idria, but she has uses. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad.
Wow, that was dramatic. Yeah, that's diviner psychers for you. They are usually very dramatic.
But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you, Von Valancius, are a sorcerer too, just like the other one. Lady Theodora must have grown so fond of psychers she wants one to replace her.
I love that somebody actually, like, you know, fucking, she actually acknowledges that, hey, I'm a psyker as well. Like, the fuck?
That's Ethelthrat. Oh, Emperor's providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Ethelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
How do you know who I am? What are you doing here?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
If you don't want it, give it back. Then it helps. Don't look at me like that, Captain Jack Sparrow. The seer's words bring back a wave of memories of the bitter, humiliating moment, your greatest shame. Something sour rushes to your tongue. Your head is clouded with a sickness, a sickening sense of your own worthlessness. I'm a basic bit, and my playing a former Imperial Guard, so these interactions are new to me. Nice.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the
Screaming.
screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
Well, shit. Marcus, one of your brothers died. The old Master Cogitator kind of died.
What? You don't mean the Engine Seer Prime is...
Dead.
Said, without a doubt. And
well,
voices
fuck.
Wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see if the Navigator is well.
No. Nothing is
well about him.
Can't you feel the chill
crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice is already.
The bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
Jesus, slap.
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in
hey,
here
good jump.
Navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled
well
or
done.
At death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little rough.
I've returned with the hammer.
So what are
we go to war. We are about to go and see a navigator.
While we're still alive.
And pray that he hasn't opened his third eye just yet. Idria has joined the party. Select one to select all.
Keep your wits
let's
about
keep
you.
going. Gotta go through the door. The door does not budge. Coats of viscous flesh have entangled the metal. Oh, lovely. Well, how the hell do we get in there then? We'll have to go this way then. We destroy the feared. Destroy keeping our masters waiting. Excuse me.
I always have a
Can I have a moment of your time? You know,
The whispers are getting louder.
mostly me smashing your head with a gun. Start battle. Targeted shot. Do the weakness first. Then shoot the bastard. Hell yes! Fucking 40 critical. Hell yes. I'm fascinated by your voice. I'm glad. A lot of people keep telling me that I have a wonderful voice. And being able to change my voice at the drop of a hat often equals quite the amazing reaction. But yes, I'm hoping you enjoy. What do we got? We got Psychic Shriek. We got Forewarning. We also have a Lightning Arc. Fuck you guys. Farewell. I love that. I want one of your psychic staff. Or whatever my version of that is. As fuck, that would have been good. If I move here... No. If I move... here...
Follow my lead. I will do my duty.
Smash! No, can't reach the bastard. Okay. Come on then. Hit the man with a great sword that's going to just, like, massively make your day worse. Or he just shoot you. That works. Vespidad. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink, parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut. The two ordinary eyes as well as the third one that sits in the center of its forehead. What is a navigator? It is a sanctioned noble mutant whose gene allows them to safely guide a warp-capable void ship through the warp. Interesting.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Address the navigator. Hey, are you alive? Nope, that's a bad idea. So let's address Idria.
Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head.
Pick one.
Your time is short.
Vault at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is to produce human speech. Are you alright? You are in need of help. We need to get you out of that chair. No, that would be a mistake. That would be a very, very bad mistake. Are you alright?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Oh, that's great. Indria's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the native navigator succumbing to the paraxium of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
Well, we know who's the bad guy now. It's Zinch. Because that's the shit that he would start spouting.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
You know what? Fuck it. Who torments you?
Kneel before the ascent of a new champion. When the rite is complete, the shell will burst, and thousands of Moors will accept the sacrifice offered to the edge of daybreak by the bringer of twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods.
Interesting. So it's not one of the Chaos Gods specifically. It is of all four, apparently. Each word rings through your head like the tolling of bells, as if countless voices have joined in, screaming into your ears. For a moment you lose your bearings. This unholy chorus must be trying to confound you with sounds not meant for this world. What is that meant to mean?
A sacrifice offered. Oh, my heart tells me that Kunrad was not deterred by his defeat in the warrant chamber.
Oh, great.
What? Kunrad betrayed Lady Theodora? Oh, but how is that? How? He was as loyal as a dog.
I have mixed opinions about
hear a
Psychers.
thing, I
So does the entirety of the Imperium. It's literally like holding a nuclear grenade and running on a battlefield. You know, you have an all-powerful destructive weapon, but if you take one bullet to the grenade, you are fucked. I want to help you. Tell me how.
The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman.
Alright, well, fine.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Sounds like a perfect plan with no potential downsides.
And thank you.
Well, he doesn't have a picture, so I'm guessing he does not survive this, unfortunately. The navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the vox at the base of his chair is bellowing out static, interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Well, fuck. That's not good. Now, is it? Psyker stuff, psyker stuff, psyker stuff, psyker stuff. Gimme, 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 gimme. There we go. I have a psyker staff now. I can either beat the crap out of them, or I can shoot them with a long rifle.
Let us not dawdle.
Alright, let's go. Officer's deck. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Officer's deck. Chase their prey, the most dangerous and capable enemies, and display a natural aptitude for slaying them. Penetration of enemy defenses and critical hints are what bounty hunters do best. Oh, right in the back. Of course. Almost made it to cover, dude. You just couldn't take a step to the left. Really?
Ship's as good as ours. It's
for you.
That's an entrance.
Pity not your enemies. I shall heed not
Please.
Somebody shoot this man.
Yeah.
I shall betray
Pay
not
no
your
tenants,
tenants,
nor stray one step from them.
Take not
Your gaze from me. Leave not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
my God, my
My light. My emperor. The emperor protect. The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment, it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Guinevere Weaver von Valencia, the captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting.
My
The ship
waifu.
abounds with corruption. The faces of friends
Man.
are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do
This
what
is
I
not
must
a
to
this
halt
is not a
the
sister
advance of the dark
hospitaller.
forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack.
I'm no
by
traitor,
heretics.
sister. You
We've
can
been
be sure of
betrayed by our
it.
esteemed master of whispers. Edelthrad
Do not
the heir
even
is
think
waiting
to
for our aid,
insinuate
and Lord
that
Captain
I am one of the
Theodora is expecting a
traitors.
report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation. So I suggest we all do just that.
I am no traitor, sister. You can be sure of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down on
Hell
each
yeah,
and
we
every
succeeded.
heretic.
What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader ship? Your order serves the ecclesiarchy, do they not? Not
Sister
true.
Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Quick breaks. What the hell did you do? Because your character just spazzed out there for a second.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Alright. Who are these people with you? What is happening on the officer's deck? We must go to the main hall of the deck.
Massacre, my lady. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about seeing their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lady.
No,
be
not
on
every...
your guard.
Well, true. Not everyone has the specific animations for the commands. I'm pretty sure the Weavers don't have anything other than the basics. Because that's all I paid for, was like a basic Weaver. We must get to the main hall of the deck.
I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
Well, it's to the passage to your right. My right? Should be over here.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Alrighty then. Anything else before we decide to run off into Hellfire and Brimstone? No. Okay, so it didn't mean my right. That, or I meant to
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Unless it meant down this way. Which, no, it didn't. Ooh, hello. What's this? Pickle. Did somebody say loot? Yeah, exactly. It was one of those moments of, ooh, shiny. There more loot. Where the hell is the more loot? Ooh, shiny. What's this? Well-maintained sniper rifle. Collect all. Yeah. We already know equipping weapons. Give me the well-maintained sniper rifle. There we go. There must be another way. Door to the mess deck is stuck. There must be a way to open it. Here we go. Well, aren't you guys all, like, just perfectly lined up, and I wish I could fucking...
Fortune favor the bold.
Zap! Fuck all of you guys. Soon enough, I'll get muted for spamming Battle Royale. No, you should be fine. You've only done it twice, so... Not exactly what I call a spam. Sarge has been fed. Yes. Sarge has been fed. Always remember to feed Sarge. Alright, start the battle. Who we got? Theodora first, huh? Alright, let's do that on... Who has the highest health? You have the highest health, so... And then we can do that on these guys. Oh, I got rebound. Fuck you. That sucks. Argentia's ability. Argentia is a warrior of the soldier. She's the expert with burst range weapons, run and gun. Okay. So we've got run and gun. What's this do? Yeah, let's just... Oh, that sucked. Lurking, driving home. Yay, time for sleeps. Actually, speaking of which, it'll probably be time for sleeps for me as well.
Without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, fuck you. Really?
I serve the ruinous powers.
I'm just glad I can send the command through the stream avatar's interface, so I'm not spamming commands to jump around and stuff. Yes, it is handy that they have a Unity. No, I'm not going to sleep yet. I said I should go to sleep. Not that I'm going to go to sleep.
Worse battles than this in my time.
Ooh, you got a Sister of Battle. Heck yeah.
Indeed.
Yes, we ended up getting the Sister of Battle.
Victory is imminent.
Don't care if you do that.
Reduced to dust.
Yeah, we already know about the types of cover. Hit chance 100%. Chains up to 4 targets within a 3-cell radius.
On it.
Oh, head goes pop. Did some major damage there. Just made a head explode. Now that's doing something. You guys would have been perfectly lined up for a warp lightning. You don't have stats for psychic powers. Well, technically speaking, we do. Lightning usually deals 10 plus damage. Usually. You see, because hers does 12, so obviously something's boosting it. Zappy zappy. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little spider lady. Now, we're not going to sleep yet. I kind of at least want to kind of get... I kind of want to get... It's just not first attack opportunities. Alright. If we pull back and then just fucking... Nope, that ain't working. You know what? Shoot that bastard. How did you miss? Seriously. Unavailable. Reason. Winded. Jeez. Nope, you dumped willpower, no? No, I didn't dump willpower. Camaraderie was the dump stat for me. Okay, just stab a bitch. And then end your turn.
My ears are ringing.
Excuse me, could you kindly fuck off?
Who if not me?
Ah, that animation was just fucking perfect. It's like clonk.
Fluid intake.
It was literally just fucking clonk. Swap weapons to the sniper rifle. We will make... Who's the weakest? The strongest, I should say. Oh, they're all pretty much for March, so... Also, what the fuck is this? Momentum. Okay, cool. You missed. You have a long rifle. You need to die. I don't know if this was a good idea, but I made that dude my tank and even gave him a shield. I mean, he does have the highest health. Really, Dark Deed? You don't say. Alright, we'll just psychic shout that guy. Oh, a new weaver. Hello. Thank you for the subscription over on the YouTube side. I hope you enjoy your stay. You can never leave now.
Doubt is for the weak.
Kaboom. You missed again. How? How can you miss every fucking shot that you have taken? 29. Ah. There are percentage chances. Good to know. I did not see the percentage. Good shot. Just obliterate his skull. No, you come closer. Alright, well in that case, let's go to here. And go... Fuck you in particular. And shields up. Meanwhile, fuck you.
Make it happen.
Fuck you.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Percentile chance was like 74. Fuck you.
They who discern the future on the battlefield. Anything else? Farewell.
Goodbye. Stupid creature.
Was that you?
Was that you? Veil degradation. Beginning of combat, veil degradation to 0. Use of minus psychic powers by 3 for every use of major psychic powers. It decreases by 1. Shit. I was not paying attention to that. Would probably be a bad idea. I'm tempted to give him a two-handed melee weapon, but I'm still not sure because it's my first blind run. I see. It can summon demons if you overuse it. Interesting. Interesting. More experience. Good shot. So, read tutorials. You skipped it. That was probably because I got sick of seeing the basic tutorials that are like in every game. And then something important come. Which is unfortunate. Collect all. Where am I?
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
What's this? Skill tech interactions. Logic.
I always get the job done.
Character's logic. Best dialogue. Succeed. Determined roll 100-sided die. Yes. Okay. Check doors on left. Locked ones.
Is there money to be made?
Uh-huh. Ooh. Operator's glove.
Well, what do we have here?
Yeah. Dark, as much as I do love the help, don't spoil too much for me like that. If I make mistakes, it's okay. Like I said, if I make mistakes, then I make mistakes. 'Tis what I get for not paying attention. I'm not spoiling its game mechanics. Yes.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
It is killing me. I don't know why. Maybe I've been sitting too long. I don't know. Ooh, goods. Heck. I see no backseating tag. I mean, everything within ooh, multi-key. Very nice. Machine Rights Toolkit.
I always have a backup plan.
But no. It wasn't backseating, Dark. Logic.
That's how it's done.
Hell yes. Goods. Tech use.
I always get the job done.
What do we got? Shotgun. Multi-key. Cool. Anything else I'm missing? Let's have a look. There's some. Over here. Collect. Alright. Gloves. For myself.
I always keep my options open. I'm restless. I will lead us to fortune.
What advice?
How may I serve?
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Let's get on with it.
Duty prevails.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's have a look. What do we got along here? Hey, level up and game saved. And it is almost 11 o'clock. So, I think cannot manually save in grimdark mode. Fair enough. It's already saved, so this is where we are going to end it, unfortunately, as it is getting late and I do need to be up rather promptly in the morning. So, for those over on the YouTube side, I apologize, we cannot raid. So this is where I say goodbye. But for those on Twitch, if you could follow us to the next destination, it helps immensely. So please use the raid message and we shall head to the next destination. Yuku is playing Palia. May need to get back into that game. You know what? Let's go and say hello to Yuka. She was fun last time we raided into her, so let's do that. So, with that, my lovely web weavers, we have come to the end of another stream and another 40k Thursday. So, I will see you tomorrow for some Spyro and comfy game. But for now, I will bid you all a very fond farewell and a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye.